Boy, what a journey, huh? What a journey we're on. We're having a moment here. Ooh, we sort of just fell for the old tricks again. And we're like, no, that's not how we roll here. You see, it's so interesting to be reintroduced into sort of society a little bit more again, like dancing a little bit, bouncing a little bit with people's energies and feeling a little bit what's going on. And first of all, we can see that beings can correct but it's also a sign for us to like, hey, maybe you should introduce some of that stuff into your energy, the unseen. It's interesting. We met someone today that we were observing was very in people's faces, talking and talking and talking continuously through the entire almost 2 hours. And we were like, we don't like this experience. And we were sort of like judging this being, but it was highlighted from Gaia. And so we're like, huh. Now, and sometimes this realization can come much more longer in between. Like it could be weeks, months before you get the next thing. If you keep looping around all the time in old stories. But when you get it, it's like, wow. When you feel it, when you acknowledge the body's feelings and you speak for the body, you speak what the body feels. You don't fall for stories. You don't let the mind dictate what's going on. That's the thing. That's what we did. And so then we're presented with this dude that is a little bit more on people. What is that trying to say? That we should be a little bit more on people. That's a quality that could fit here. And we used to be more like that. It's interesting how we can sort of still think that it's the other person, right? When it's like, that's the mirror of the stuff that I don't like that. Right, I don't like that, so I projected it outward. Right? That's the thing, that's the learning. I don't like it, so I projected it outward, but that's the very flavor that I could benefit from right now. That's why it was in my life. You see, everything is always there to assist you in some way. The question is, are you seeing it? We didn't see it the first round, you see? We saw it now, actually. Because we have processed this a few times in the full access membership. They have access, they have heard all of this, and now it's further realization with what we have gone through. And how Gaia is playing a part in helping us open our heart, sharing of ourselves. Okay, if we have to be a bit more pushy, then we have to embody pushy. You know, like we can't have any, like, why not? Let's just play a little pushy. You know, we're used to that. We used to be very pushy. We used to be very good at that. And we were naturally like that. We are very grateful that we have learned to manage that though, because we had it in excess before. So we have now come more into balance, but we're still always feeling for what we're doing with the body to make sure that we're keeping the body open. That was something that was projected out that we're like, thank you. Thank you for showing me. Right? And you bring it in. You bring it into the heart. That energy doesn't mean you have to take the person. It's the energy that you projected onto the person. That's what's making the shift. It's nothing to do with the person, really. The person is just there to mirror and to give you the opportunity of your next step. How are you going to play this next step? You see? Are you going to lead with your heart? That's the thing. Not making up stories, listening to stories of crap, when you have to listen to God and Gaia. That's your next step. It's getting, and if you don't have that connection, get into that connection. Recognize that as soon as possible. You are here to marry yourself in holy union, and that is that connection between the knower and the feeler. These are the two poles. You can think men are better than women, or women are better than men, but you are just deviating your own perspective. All of that stuff is just your perspective that's creating it. When you get it and you start to flip these ones one by one so that the energy stream is clear, so that you don't judge your brothers or sisters. Don't be in some kind of like man-woman unbalance, you know, inside of your consciousness, because it's your consciousness that is projecting outward, you see? So unless you have this stuff figured out, you're not going to create good things on the outside. So know what you're seeing on the outside. This is Gaia helping me. This dude that I was judging, very sophisticated way, wanting to help the being, right? But we would still be of help from their level of comprehension. But Gaia was the one showing us why this being was in our experience. Now, this is the dance of daring to speak your truth and daring to lead from the heart. Lead with your body. Lead with what's alive in your body. And have that conversation. That is leading to connection. That is what you are all desiring so much, is that connection but that real connection. Not this fake stuff, not this WhatsApp and Instagram crap. That's not what we desire. We desire real, proper, genuine connections with other human beings that are connected in goodness and desire good things to happen to them. That wants to play this good life, this healing, this expansion, this blossoming of consciousness into aspects that we didn't even realize we could achieve with these bodies. These bodies are to be molded and shaped by your focus. You can change anything you want in your life with your focus alone. I don't know what that was. Oh, we do. It was us divided. Should we say this? Or should we? It was like this fork in the road. Sometimes the body goes like, and then many beings have those things slower. So they haven't developed that as fast as other beings. Some beings have developed these mental pathways really fast. We are relearning how it is to be a human from the inside out. We have reversed the focus of any of this outside truly meaning anything. But we're using the knowledge that we are receiving from Yeshua's teachings, and we are utilizing, and we have calibrated our system for that frequency to become manifest through our body. That's how much we have just read and studied and practiced and aligned our frequency with Yeshua's help. He's nudging me every single day during these 28-day shifts. And if you desire to join in on all of that goodness and all of those just priceless lessons that I've learned from this being, from the inside out, currently in these times, that I'm so deeply grateful for. I wouldn't be here alive if it wouldn't be for that consciousness. Not because I studied the Bible, because we didn't. We have read a little bit of the Bible. We're saying we because we are so many consciousnesses. And we have so many different aspects. We are multidimensional. We have multifaceted aspects of ourselves that we use certain times. And now that our body is opened up to that higher intelligence coming through more and more, and we are practicing that, and we are shifting like this every single day. They're coming through every single day to say something, to guide us up in frequency, to calibrate our system so that we can land our light here. You are invited to join. There is a link below or in the bio, and we'll talk to you again in the next one. Take care. You're blessed beings. Ciao.